Good evening, my dear students. Once again, you are all are warm welcome to the wonderful session of the biological class. Today, we are going to discuss about the ecosystem, isn't it?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pa. Good evening, my dear students. So today we are going to discuss about the ecosystem and biodiversity, my dear. Okay. So last class, what we have discussed, ecology. Before that, we should know the basic terms of the ecosystems. Okay. First of all, here the subheading is given here. What are the technical terms, basic terms also involved in this lesson? See here, detritus. Okay, detritus. What is the meaning of detritus? Is nothing but the any part of the plant body is dead. Dead leaves, sticks, algae, animal, remaining, etc. They are all are having the constitutes. What is meant by constitutes? Nothing but the composition of the molecules, isn't it? They are all are collectively called as what is that? Detritus. And second one is detritivore. What is meant by detritivores? Organism feeding on organic waste. What is the meaning of organic waste? After death, what happened? After death, what happened? All the animals undergo the degradation process, isn't it? Degradation process. During the degradation process, what will happen? It is also the complex molecule split into gives a simple molecules, isn't it, my dear? Complex molecule converted into simple molecules. Okay. That simple molecule conversion by the action of the algae, fungi, and some microorganisms present in the soil, isn't it, my dear? Soil. Okay. So they are, what are the microorganisms present in the soil? They are feeding the organic waste. Organic waste after the death of animal or plant. Okay. The simple molecule formation takes place by the action of the microorganisms. So that is called as what is that? Organic waste. Okay. So this is the second. And then third one is ecological successions. It is very, very important, my dear students. There are 3 times they were asked in this type questions. What is by ecological succession? The successive and orderly replacement of one community by the other community in an area over a period of time is called as ecological successions. Once again, what is my ecology? The science that deals study with the biotic, the interrelationship between the biotic as well as the abiotic, isn't it? Here, ecological succession. What is the meaning of success? The successive and orderly replacement of one community. Take an example, one community. Okay, by the other community in an area over a period of time. is called as, what is that? Ecological succession. Take an example. Any one of the plant or any one of the animals, okay, they are living in a particular area means, take an example, tiger. Okay, tiger living in a particular area. Just imagine the tiger is, what is that? Overcome by the another animals, lion. Okay, that is called as ecological succession. It is replaced by the animal, is called as ecological successions. And the fourth one is ecological pyramids. Already you know about the food web, food chain. Okay, all are, they mention as a graphical representation, isn't it? So that is called as in the form of pyramids. Okay, the lower part already know about. It is very large in size and gradually decrease in the tip. Okay, just like this. Just like this is the pyramids, isn't it? Pyramid shape. The lower part already know about. It's a large space is there, and gradually it will be decrease. The tip, it will be very less in nature. It depends upon their number, biomass, energy. Ecological pyramid, see here, the sequential graphical representation of an ecological parameter. Take an example. What is my parameter? Grasses is also one of a parameter. Grasshopper is also one of the parameter. Rat and other things is also. Take an example, eagle, snakes, lion, tiger, deer, whatever it may be, they are all are comes under the heading is known as each animal is considered as a parameter. Okay, so here take an example. This is considered as a grass means, see, I will show you, so then only it will be better for your understanding. Okay, see, okay, see this. So this is considered as a pyramid like structure. This is considered as a pyramid shape. Okay, this is the pyramid. The lower part already in our but this is divided into 5 category. Okay, these each one it has a specific parameter. Okay, the first one is considered as a grasses. Okay, already know but it's nothing but the forest, like that, you know, it's a forest. Okay, here the grass. Okay, grasses. Okay, grasses. It will be very high in number, isn't it? So take an example, approximately 1,000. Just imagine 1,000. Okay, 1,000 number is there, like that. Imagine. Here the second phase is, what is that? You know, grasshopper. Grasshopper. Okay, grasshopper. Okay, grasshopper eat the grasses, are eaten by grasshopper. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. Take an example. This one is 800. Okay, it is not similar in nature, similar number. Suppose if it is similar number means what happened here, the phase is completely destroyed by the grasshoppers, so the grasshopper number will be high. Okay, so this is another one. Grasshopper was eaten by which one, you know? Take an example of snake or rat or whatever it may be. Okay, okay, you can imagine here snake. Okay, snake, grasshopper eaten by snake. Snake, how much is there? No, already in our about 500, like that. Okay, and then snake eaten by eagle. Okay, these are all are comes under the heading is known as which one, you know? Food. What is that? Web. Okay, food web. Okay, food web. Okay, okay, here eagle. Eagle. So this is how much, you know? Just imagine 300. Okay, and the last one is, what is that? You know, eagles also 100 by the man, like that. Imagine. Okay, so these are the each one. It is considered a parameter. Each one it's considered each grasshopper is grass is a parameter. Grasshopper is a parameter. But here the number is also, what is that? Increase to decrease. That is a descending order. That's why it is graphically represented as a pyramid shape. Pyramid. Okay, pyramid. Okay, so this is very, very important idea. Okay, likewise, they stated the statement that is called as ecological pyramids. Each one it has a specific What is that? Parameter. Okay, don't forget. And the next one is called the ecosystem. That things we are going to study the ecosystem. What is my ecosystem? Okay, so ecosystem is nothing but the relationship between the living organism and their abiotic surrounding. Living organism is nothing but the biotic component, isn't it, my dear? Living composition is nothing but the, what is that? Biotic. This is considered a biotic. Okay, biotic means living, isn't it? Biotic. Okay, biotic component, isn't it? So the relationship between the biotic and abiotic factor. Abiotic means what are the things already we discussed in the last session? Air, okay, and water, okay. So air and water, and then other things also, light, temperature, all are considered getting known as abiotic factor. So in between, what is the relationship between the living and abiotic factor? Without oxygen, we cannot survive. Without water, we cannot able to survive. So relationship between the abiotic factor with the living organism, they are called as ecosystem. Next one is a food chain. Food chain. Already we discussed. Chain is nothing but the one of the unidirectional representation of the transfer of food energy through a connected organism with the repeated stage of their eating and being eaten. Here, just imagine, okay, the food chain is nothing but the unidirectional representation of the energy transformation from the one organism to another. How it will be? See here, it will also already discussed. Okay, so here just note it down. The same things also you can take an example, but we will go to the new one. So then only it will be better for your understanding. See that? Food chain, isn't it? Here same is the grass. Okay, grass is the producer, isn't it? Producer. Grass eaten by, otherwise called as what? Rat. Okay, rat eaten by snake. Okay, snake eaten by eagle. So there is a relationship here. Okay, eagle. So here what happened? The grass was eaten by rat. Rat was eaten by, which one you know? Snake. Snake was eaten by eagle. So the relationship between these two, there is a energy transformation. Already know here the grass is used as a food for which one you know? Rat or rabbit, deer, or what are the herbivores here? You can imagine herbivores. Okay, here the energy is transferred as a food. Okay, transfer from one phase to another phase. Here the rat was eaten by snake means here the energy is okay. When you are taking a food, you will get the energy. You don't need to worry. Okay, so that food is transferred. That energy is transferred from the rat to and snake. Again, the snake is also as a food of which one you know? Eagles. So here the energy transformation takes place with the help of the one direction only. It will not repeat it backly. Okay, eagle, snake, rat, it will not come like this. Okay, comes like this. So only the unidirectional only. It can pass from the producer to primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and decomposer. After the decomposer only, it will be reaches the where you know in the grasses already know, but with the help of the microorganism, fungi, bacteria, algae, and the desmin, and so many things is there. Okay, that things. So this is called as food chain. Food chain. It is nothing but the unidirectional food chain. Okay, food chain. That is very, very important, my dear. Okay, food chain. So it's a unidirectional energy transformation from one phase to another phase. Okay, don't forget, my dear. So this is the important part. Okay, and then food web. Okay, the food web is a intermingled food chain in a community constitutive food web. What is my intermingled means? So many food chains united together as a net or web-like structure. Okay, so here already you know about that things also already we discussed here. Okay, see this one, same. Okay, so I will show you. Okay, So starting is grass. Okay, grass is a producer. Okay, from this one already we discussed here. Grasshopper, we discussed grasshopper is there, and then grasshopper eaten by frog. Okay, frog, and frog eaten by which one? Snake, isn't it? Snake, and snake eaten by eagle, isn't it? Eagle. So this is the one directional, one food chain. Okay. Okay. So another one is, the grass is also eaten by the deer. Take an example, deer. Okay. Day was hunted by which one? Lion. Okay. Lion was hunted by human being. Man. Simply, we may call man. Okay. Another one is also there, interlinked. This one. Okay. Rabbit. Okay. Rabbit. Okay. And rabbit is also fox. Okay. Fox with lion or tiger. Okay. So this is the three way. So this is collectively called as, what is it? All are undergo the which one? Dead. Okay. After death. Okay. What happened? It's also undergo the decomposition process. Decomposition. So decomposition process. Decomposition. Already know about. Okay. Decomposition. Okay. Decomposition. I tell you. In this portion. Okay. In this part, decomposition. Okay. So after that, what happened? The decomposition means a complex molecule converted to simple molecule, and also once again it enter into the where once again it enter into the food in the form of. Okay. Once again it enter into the grasses. Complex molecules, complex. Okay. Complex molecules converted into simple molecule, isn't it? Simple molecules. Okay. After that, it was absorbed by the plant. Again, the process it will be continued. So these are all collectively called as, what is it? Food web. Food web. Okay. What is the meaning of food web? Food web is nothing but the more than one food chain form as a network like structure or web like structure is called as, what is a food web. Okay, media. So this is very, very important. Don't forget. So, okay. So this is the food web. And another one is important things. Another one important technical term has given. See that the grass primary productivity. Okay, the grass primary productivity is nothing but the during photosynthesis, how much rate of production of the organic matter. Organic matter means about the starch. Okay, a protein, lipids, all those things produced by the plants are called as, which is the grass primary productivity. Rate of production of the organic matter during photosynthesis is called as grass primary productivity. And the next one is called as net primary productivity. It is also very, very important. Grass primary productivity minus the respiratory losses. What is the meaning of this one? But when you are taking the food, what happening? It will be undergo degradation process, isn't it? How it will be? Due to the respiration process, just to put your finger in front of the nose, what happened? The heat will be eliminated, isn't it? Why? Because inside what happened? Metabolism process also occurs. During the metabolism, what happened? Heat energy is also liberated, isn't it? So it is an important one. That is called as net. What is that? Primary productivity. That is denoted as which one? Which one? GPP. PP, grass primary productivity, minus, what is that? Temperature. Temperature means also energy, isn't it? The total number of production and minus of the temperature. So that is called as, what is that? Net primary productivity. And then primary productivity. So these are the three things is very, very important. Primary productivity, net primary productivity, grass primary productivity. What is my primary productivity? Amount of biomass or organic matter produced by the producer per unit area over a period of time. So this is very, very important. What is the meaning of it? Just take an example. 1 acre sugar cane is there. Okay. Produce how much of sugar cans? 1 acre is the, what is the area? How many months? 3 months. How much of sugar cane it will be produced? That is called as primary productivity. Simply. Even take an example, 1 acre. Okay, that is the area. Okay, 3 months is the period. How many bunch, how much amount of bunch of rice it will be produced? Wheat or whatever it may be, mangoes, you can take an examples. So these are all comes under the condition of primary productivity. And then next one is called as pioneer species. What is the meaning of pioneer species? The species that invade a bare area at the onset of ecological succession. Okay, bare area. It's nothing else in this. Suppose any one of the species is enter newly, that is called as pioneer species. Okay, so and then next one is a standing crab. What is the meaning of standing crab? The amount of biomass present in the various tropical level in a population at a given time is called a standing crab. Amount of biomass present in a various tropic level. How will you divide the different tropic level means? Just imagine. So just imagine how it will be divided. The tropic means. Okay. See this one. Take an example. So this is considered as a land. Okay. Below the land, already in our words, that sea. Here you consider as a sea. Okay. This is the land. Okay. Land area. From this one, what happened? No, there is a slope is there. You have to draw like this. Slope like this. Okay, land and also slope like this. Okay. So in this portion, take an example in this portion. Okay, this is the land area, isn't it? This is the land area. Below there is a sea. Here each one it has a tropic level. Tropic level means just imagine this is the ground or land. Above the land there is a small herbs is the, that is called as, what is that? Grasses. After that small herbs or shrub is the, okay. And then next one is, what is that? Herbs is the, this one is grass, isn't it? Land. This one is grass. Again, grass is the, followed by grass, there is a herbs or shrub, SH or UB, shrub and herbs. Okay. And then small tree and medium tree and large tree. So each one is considered as a tropic level. Likewise, the seashore also, they are having that the upper part, meso part, and the lowest part and dark period. Likewise, they may be differentiated according to the tropic. Each one is considered a tropic level. Because here the temperature as well as the living organism also differ. Here also grasses is there. Okay, here some of the animals they will grow. In this part also small tree and medium tree and large tree. Okay, these are all the different tropical places have been reported. That is very, very important. See this one. See. Standing crab, the amount of biomass present the various tropic level in a population at a given time, that is called a standing crab. Standing state, the amount of minerals, nutrient present in the soil at a given time. Okay, that is called a standing state. It is nothing but the minerals and nutrients present in some of the soils. It has a high nutritive substances, and some of them are having less. Okay, so such, why? Because some of the land, they do not have the specific amounts and amount of mineral, because it's what utilized by the plants and animals. Okay, that condition is called as what is now standing state. Okay, and the next one is stratification. Okay, stratification. Don't forget, my dear student. This is very, very important, my dear. Stratification. Vertical distribution of the different species. Vertical means ascending order. Think about the ascending order like this. Ascending order. Okay, from this lower to higher. Okay, so ascending order. Different species occupying different level of an ecosystem. Already I told you. Grass or grasshopper, all are in the lower level. Okay, some of the reptiles are in the above the soil or above the things. And shrubs and herbs, there is a small birds. The medium one, take an example, parrot. Oh, okay, and also other animals, myna and so on. So the large one, eagle. Okay, and which one it has a highly, okay, flyable. Okay, that things is also comes under the headings known as stratification. Each one it has a specific. Some of the animals, they will grow in the particular area only. Okay, so they will not go to the highest one. They will not go to the highest one, because take an example, parrot will not grow in the top of the sequoia plant, in the long plant like that. Imagine. Okay, second one is secondary productivity. So rate of formation of new organic matter by consumer. It is called a secondary productivity. That means, what is the meaning of secondary productivity? Some of the consumer, primary consumer, what is that? Produce the new organic after the primary consumer. So that is called as, what is that? Secondary productivity. And biodiversity. What is the meaning of biodiversity? Bio means living organ. Diversity means splitting. The totality of gene, species, and ecosystem of a region is called as biodiversity. Totality of genes, species. Take an example, any one of the area. Take an example, a forest is one of the biodiversity. Okay, seashore, desert. Okay, they are all, it has a different species and different animals. They will alive in nature. That condition is called as ecosystem, desert ecosystem. Okay, and hydro ecosystem, and tropical ecosystem, forest ecosystem, ozone ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem, like that. It may be differs. Different animal is there. Take an example, aquatic, there is a fish, snakes, and frog, and so on. So is there. Small phytoplankton, zooplankton, all are living in this area. Okay. So likewise, the desert, you know about cactus, opuntia, and also snakes, kangaroo, rat, and others also there. Okay, because they are all xerophytic plants. They are all considered as are named as a xerophytic plant. Another one is biosphere reserves, the area with the objective to conserve the biological diversity along with their natural ecosystem, ecological, and environmental research. Biosphere reserve, this and all, no need that much. Okay, so anyway, next. Biodiversity in hotspot. What is my hotspot in our country? How many biodiversity hotspot is there? Okay, so that is very, very important. 12 is major, particularly 3 is in our country. Region of high endemism and high level of species richness. That is called as biodiversity or hotspot. Take an examples, Corbett. Okay, Zoo Pox. Assam, there is a Kanha, Kashmir. Okay, so many biodiversity reservoir is also, and also a geological park is also there, isn't it? They are all concentrating biodiversity hotspot. Take an example, Western Ghats, Himalayas, these are all our hotspot. And then coexistence. What is the meaning of existence? See that the existence of species can cause a extinct of plant and species associated with its. What is the meaning of existence? It can be eliminated from the particular area or particular land. That is called as coexistence or existence. The next one is called cryopreservation. That is very, very important, my dear student. This is also asked so many times. Cryo means related to the temperature. The science that deals with study of the temperature. Cryopreservation. The preservation normally, you know about the liquid nitrogen, they were used for the storaging purpose of the sperm, egg, and whatever it may be. Before the test tube baby, what they will do, you know, selection of the person and also donor, collection of the samples from the specimen such as a egg or sperm. After that, it will be stored for where? Many years. Where it will be stored, you know, the liquid nitrogen. Don't forget, my dear students, so many times, 4 to 5 times, they were asked in these questions. Liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees Celsius. That is very, very important, my dear. This is okay. 2017, 18, 19, so many times they were asked the question. Cryopreservation is nothing but the what is the preservative method. Okay, when you are using this type means we can store in the long period, prolonged period, we can store it. Any other things, whether it may be a sperms or egg or anthers or archegonium or whatever it may be. Even take an example, pollen grains also. It is very, very important. Next one is endangered, endangered. What is the meaning of endangered? Plant or animal species whose number is so few that it is at risk of becoming extinct. Once what happened, no, this type of animal, it will be completely nil in the world. Such species are called as what's no endangered. Okay, this is very, very important. White tiger, white lion. Okay, these are all are very, very important. Just to go and check it in your web or Google. So, what are the endangered species nowadays? Mostly the worldwide 5 or 10 only present. 5 or 3 or 2. White peacock, white lion. Okay, likewise, okay, 2 husk, elephant. Okay, likewise, there are so many things is there. Exotic or alien species. Exotic or alien species. This is also very, very important. New species which enter a geographical region, that is called as exotic or alien species. Exotic means, take an example, one of the plant is called as Parthenia. It is also one of the alien species. Okay. And so many examples is there. Animals also there. And what is meant by extinct? No reasonable doubt that our lost individual has died. Extinct means, what is that? Only one white elephant is there. Suppose, imagine that one elephant is dead, you know, that elephant is called as extinct species. No reasonable doubt that the last individual has died. Only one is that it is it also dead or died. Okay. So this is the condition of extinct. No, nowadays what happened? That type of animals, it will not present in the world anywhere. Okay. And then endemic, species confined to that region and not found elsewhere. Endemic. Endemic means, what is that? Species confined to that region and not found elsewhere. It will not present in it completely. It is similar to that of this one. Okay, extinct or endemic. Excite to inside. This is also very well off the site on the actual site. Excite means out of the. Inside means inside on the actual side. Take an example, kangaroo. Kangaroo is present only in the inside of the Australia, excite of the India. Okay, that is very, very important idea. And the next one is MAB, Man and Biosphere Program, started by the UNESCO in the year 1986. Sometimes they were asked the question in this part. MAB, Man Biosphere Program, started by the UNESCO in 1986. This is also important thing. And national park, this is very, very important. Why we are using, why we are constructing the national park? Okay, so many national park present in it. In national park, what they are living, it's nothing but a particular area. Take an example, it's 1,000 acre, 800 acre, 2,000 acre, like that. That particular area, they will grow. Which one, plant as well as all the living organisms also adapted in that particular area. See this one, area for wildlife where forestry, okay, grazing and cultivation of the permitted, private ownership is not allowed. Private peoples, they will not allowed as a owner. Only it's for government undertaking only. Such type of area with the wildlife of animal, take an example, plant or animals, whatever it may be. Such area is called as national park. It's national level. There are so many national park in our country. Mudumalai, okay, Vedandangal, okay, taken Jim Carpet, Assam, okay, Kankha, and also Gir, Pandipur, Panna, so many things is there, okay. They are all considered the reason national park. Each one it has a specific wild animal sanctuaries. And the next one is protected area, an ecological and biographical area in which wildlife is conserved, poaching is prevented, natural resources are protected. Okay, what is the meaning of prevented, protected area? We cannot be able to allow normal human being in that particular forest area like that. Okay, so these are all are considered the protected area. And the next one is very, very important, my dear student. This is also here. So many times they were asked the red data book. What is the meaning of red data book? It is nothing but the book. Okay, it contains what is the record of threatened species of plant and animal maintained by IUCN. This is also so many times they were asked the question. The red data book is maintained by the which committee? IUCN. Okay, this is very, very important, my dear. IUCN. Okay, what is the meaning of IUCN? See that International Union for Conservation of the Nature and Natural Resources. So IUCN. So this is very, very important. Sometimes they were asked the question red data book. Okay, sometimes they may ask the questions from which committee. And then red data book is maintained by which country, like that they may ask the questions. Okay, see that one is also very, very important. And then next one is a sanctuary. Protect area for wildlife where harvesting of timber, collection of minor forest, product and private ownership right and are permitted to so long as wildlife remaining in the perfect harmony with the nature. Sanctuary is nothing but it is also one of the protected area for the wildlife animals. Okay, so then only what happened is normal people, they will not enter into the sanctuary because some of the animals is there, they will hunt. So that's why it is also protect the which one deforestation by the human beings. Okay, that is also very, very important. So both are beneficial. Lion present in the lion or tiger or the wild animal present inside means what happened? The man it will not enter. Okay, not only that, and also the sanctuary is also protected by the animals. Okay, that is very, very much from the deforestation process. Next one is the BAR. Sometimes they may ask the questions, photosynthetically active radiations. GAP, grass primary productivity, already we studied these things. NPP, net primary productivity. DFC, deleterious food chain. GFC, grazing food chain. And the last one is very, very important. IUCN is the International Union for Conservation of the Nature and Natural Resources. So this is very, very important, my dear. These are the technical term or basic term comes inside the lesson. Okay, my dear. Put the exact lesson sheet. See this one. What is my ecosystem? Already we discussed. What is my ecosystem? See that total living factor, that is nothing but the biotic and the non-living factor, that is called as abiotic of the environment present in the particular area is called as ecosystem. That means abiotic and biotic factors present in the particular area is called as what is the ecosystem. The ecosystem, first of all, coined by the name of the scientist A.G. Stanley. That is very, very important. So sometimes they ask the question in this part. Okay. The ecosystem first all coined by the term. That is A.G. Stanley. Don't forget, my dear student. This is very, very important. Stanley. Okay. Next one is, what is that? The father of ecosystem. According to the Stanley, the ecosystem is a symbol of structure and function of nature. He stated the statement. What is that? What is the meaning of ecosystem? Ecosystem is nothing but the, what is that? Ecosystem is a symbol of structure and function of nature. That is very, very important. Who is the father of ecology? So E.P. Odom. Don't forget, my dear student. This is also very, very important question. So many times they were asked the question. E.P. Odom. And the next was the boundary of ecosystem are instinct and have a overlapping characters over each other. The ecosystem is the smallest structural and functional unit of the nature environment. Sometimes they may ask the question, which one is the functional unit of the, which one, you know, nature of environment. Sometimes they may ask the question, ecosystem is the smaller unit. Don't forget. Smallest structural and functional unit. Don't forget. So sometimes they may ask the question, ecosystem is also, what is that? Small structural and functional unit of the natural environment. It is also self-regulatory and self-sustaining unit. Okay, it's very, very important. And then ecosystem may be large or small, depends upon their biomes. They may be differentiated or divided into two categories, already know all about, and large and small. Single drop of water may be an ecosystem. Take an example. This is also important things. Okay. This is also important. Ecosystem may be temporary or permanent. These are the another type according to their nature. Temporary. What is the meaning of temporary? Take an example, bond. During the raining season, what happened? No, there is a small bond formation takes place. After the few months, what happened? Completely dried. So that is temporary. Permanent means, take an examples of ozone is a permanent one, isn't it? Take an example, forest. Forest is a permanent one, ecosystem. Okay. So likewise, divide into two things. See that. And then types of ecosystem. Once again, repeat for you. First of all, you should know what is my ecosystem. What are the types of ecosystem we are going to discuss. Based on their nature, they divide into two. Based on their nature. Okay. Natural. Okay. Another one is man-made, otherwise called as artificial. Natural means already present as it is, isn't it? Or terrestrial, forest, grassland, desert, etc. These are all comes under the headings known as natural ecosystem. Okay. So this is the permanent one. This is the permanent one. And aquatic, marine, sea, ocean, east areas. These are all natural. Freshwater, pond, lakes, rivers, streams. These are all what is that? Natural or permanent. Second one is called as man-made or artificial. Man-made, artificial. What is that meaning? Only created by the man, only artificially. That's the, take an example, aquarium. Fish aquarium in our house or home. Crab field, take an example. So all are. Once what happened? No, we can cultivate sugarcane. Another time, banana. Another time, onion. Another time, tomato. Likewise, flower beds. These are all the changing of season. Depends upon their seasonal changes, etc. These are all man-made. And then second one is based on their duration. Depends upon the duration, time duration. You know about 3 months. Okay, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, more than 12. Okay, like that. The temporary rain-fed ponds, laboratory culture of microbes. These are all what is that, you know, duration. Take an example, laboratory culture. Okay, suppose if you are suffered by any disease, okay, you are going to the laboratory. What happened if they took the sample from you? After 24 hours, 48 hours, they collect the information. Some of them are, it will be grow up to 10 days or 15 days. Mushroom culture is also one of the laboratory culture. Microbes, it's one of the process. 6 months, take an example, COVID-19. These are all what is that? Based on their duration. Permanent, already told you, forest and lakes. Based on the size, it is also very, very important. Okay, based on the size, large one, small one, that's all. The small micro ecosystem, flower pot is a small ecosystem. Logs, bushes, these are all a small ecosystem or micro ecosystem. Large and macro is, take an example, ozone and desert. These are all are considered, it is known as, what is that? Large ecosystem. Okay, my dear. So next one is, we'll pass on to the next one is called as ecosystem structure and functions. Okay, ecosystem structure and functions. Okay, in this category, what are the structures is there? See that the identification and the description of the plant and animal species of the ecosystem gives its a species composition. First of all, identify description of the plant or animal. Okay, and take an example. Any one of the fish is one of the animals present in the where? In the ozone or pond or river, like that. Okay, and the animals, take an example, lion, tiger, whatever it may be. These are all the animals. See that vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels called a stratification. Now only we saw that. Okay, different animal is there. Take an example. Some of the animal, they will grow only in the land soil, above the soil only. Some of them inside the soil only. And then another one, there is a reptile, they can, okay, they can walk, they can creeping above the soil. This one is considered as a soil. Okay, soil part. And then some of the birds, they will grow in this part. Okay, some of the birds also same. Okay, some of the microorganisms, taken lizards and so on, so they will grow, they will live in this part only. And maximum high level, some of the animals they will grow. So this is called a stratification. Different zones, each zones it has a specific habitat as well as the living organism. That condition is called a stratification. The levels are called strata. Each one is considered a strata. This is considered a strata. This is the another strata. This is the another strata. This is also very, very important. Don't forget, my dear. This is also asked in the 2017, I think. Forest. See that forest. This one is considered only one tree only I have taken for an examples. Okay, forest, shrubs, the second and herbs and grasses occupy the bottom layer. That is the things already given. The component of the ecosystem are seen in the function as a unity. First one is productivity. Okay, energy flow, decomposition, and nutrition cycle. These are the 4 types. Ecosystem are seen in the to function as a unit. Then only the process will be continued. See that. Here they have discussed it one by one. First of all, they have taken as a bond as an ecosystem. Take an example. So any one of the bond, it is considered as an ecosystem. Why? Because the bond, it contains, what is that? All the living organisms. Take an example. So lower part, it contains which one, the microorganisms, phytoplankton, zooplankton, amoeba. Okay, all those things. And above that one, there is a floating microorganism is there. And middle stage, there is some of the multicellular animals. Okay, fish and so on. So the upper part, what is that, the floating animals is there. Okay, floating animals or algae, fungi. So that things also they will grow. Above the bond, what happened, there is a snakes. Okay, that things is also. See here. And the biotic component include all dissolved organic and organic substances and the rich soil deposit at the bottom of the bond. So already discussed it. Okay, how it will take an example. Any one of the bond ecosystem, how it will be. Imagine. Okay. So this is considered here. Okay, take an example. This is considered as a bond. Okay. Okay, bond. This one is called as a bond. Okay, bond. The lower part already know about. Lower part, what happened? There are so many bottom, the component. Which component it will be very high, the inorganic component. I told inorganic component will be very high in nature. Okay. Component will be very high, isn't it, in the lower part, because all the dead animals, all the animals part, it will be present in this area only. This is the first part. And the next, already in our board, there are some plant also, they will present in here. There are so many animals is that single cell, amoeba, euglena, okay, that things also present in this area. And the next one is, what is that? Plants such as a phytoplankton, zooplankton, that things also grow in this area. The center already in our board, the animals such as a fish. Okay, taken examples, the fish, crab, all those things. Okay, snakes also present in it. The last one already in our board here in this part, the floating animals. Okay, floating animals also present. Floating animals, okay, animals as well as the plant also present. Here already in our board, there is a land plant, isn't it? In this inside as well as in this part also. So here already in our board, the grasses already started. So it depends upon the stratification already in our board. It may be vary. It may be vary. So this is very, very important. That things we are going to discuss in deeply. So you should note it down. Each one, it is nothing but the bottom. Okay, bottom of the bond. Okay, already in our board. And the above, there is a first tropic region and second phase and third phase, like that. The temperature as well, the climate and also the organisms also differs. So it is collectively called as, what is that? Bond ecosystem. Bond ecosystem. Okay, so this is very, very important. Here the food web is there, as well as the food chain is also there. And also we take an example of sunlight. Okay, so sunlight already in our board. The upper part of the water bed, what happens? The light intensity will be very high. Penetrate in the center part, medium. And then third one is also very less. And the last one, it will be, comes to lightly, it comes like this. Okay, there is a variation. Okay, my dear. See this one. See that the solar input, cycle temperature, day length, regulator, and rate of the function of the entire bond. Here, first one is considered as a producer. Which one is producer? Producer is nothing but the autotrophs. They get the food from the light energy. The light energy converted into chemical energy only by the solar energy. Okay, that is nothing but what is a phytoplankton. Phyto is nothing but plant. Okay, phyto means phycology. Take an examples, algae, some algae and floating, submerged and also marginal plants found in the edge of the bond. Already we discussed in the part, edge of the bond. These are all are, what is that? Producer, because they trap the light energy and also they produce their own food material with the help of the light in the form of starch. Okay, they are all are considered as a, what is that? Producer, isn't it? And second one is the consumer. The consumer are represented by zooplankton. Okay, plant. Okay, that is called as algae. Algae eaten by which one? Zooplankton. Okay, zooplankton. Free swimming and bottom dwelling animals. These are all what is that? Consumer. Because productivity means what is that? Solar energy utilized by the plant. They can produce that food material that was consumed by the consumer. That consumer is zooplankton. We also say one of the consumer. We are omnivores, isn't it? Plant, animals, whatever it may be, we are consuming. That's why. And then the decomposer are the fungi, bacteria, especially abundant in the bottom of the bond. Already told you. Okay. So when the animals are dead, what happened? Automatically it settle down in the bottom. So there what happened, the complete degradation process occurs by the help of the bacteria and fungi. Finally, the complex molecule converted to the simple molecule and transferred to the where upper part. Okay. So this is very, very important, my dear. The basic events, time and function of an ecosystem. This one, we will finish it up to this level only. Conversion of inorganic into organic material, that is called as photosynthesis by the producers. Consumption of the autotrophs by heterotrophs. Already you know about the autotrophs is nothing but the producer, and heterotrophs is nothing but the consumer. Decomposition and mineralization of the dead organic matter is nothing but the, which one you know? The decomposer already is the part. This is the first part. There's a second one and third one. To release them back for the reuse of the by the autotrophs, already discussed. There is a unidirectional flow of the energy towards the higher tropic level, and its dispersion and loss as a heat to the environment. These are the things, my dear. Okay, my dear students. Today we will finish it up to this level only. We will see the remaining things on the next class, my dear students. Thank you so much for the participation. Bye. Take care. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.